So the one who's actually purveying that message is being treated as a thank God. That's how, of course. So and that Thanksgiving, he was like a man of escort. Oh, I'm talking about let's put the matter into proper perspective. I'm talking about this very friend is a prophecy. Bernard, presidential. Yes. You know, so Isaac enemy a little back and forth. No, the time of the topic we okay say we discuss because I felt when it comes to these prophecy issues, I know my impression. Yeah, but meeting I say because I'm a producer, so say issue no banner a link to prophecy. Now be a topic out there. Why not? And especially when you're a gospel artist, maybe a munim the was so saying when it comes to the interpretation of prophecy, and also I can understand why we are discussing. But the point is, every time now issue and so I'm pretty sure say there are a lot of people are munim stance when it comes to this prophecy matter. But I see there's a little shift and I said drift kakara with this kind of topic because in the baby and I said the idea way discussion wherever. Empress, I am surprised say with the reaction by with El Bernard issue say amount for a prophecy and a failure as early as this year. I mean before the general election, like 4 or so prophets say Baumia. I remember one person, Reverend Kusi Watin. There's one apostle Ejinim. There's one prophet Azuka. And about could be so
almost also same form.
Yeah, more than 4. They actually predicted Dr. Bewin. But there was no approval. I say, I'm your prediction now for then. You moving on. The back sakakra about the fact the ministry no and I say faith no to church. We just discuss and it goes. But you see, prophecy no be a part of your fabric as a people. Like I bet kind of your lifestyle you know. I bet to the point where there's a whole presidential envoy. Let's say it's a presidential envoy on interfaith and ecumenal relation. Seriously, that was the first time me tell you the meaning of what ecumen. Yeah, you remember? Was wiping it down.
A free anchor.
So you can understand where we've been and where we are to the point where you take presidential envoy.
So what? Commissioner
Exactly. It's a bare part of us. It's a whole unit. It's a prophecy where so the banner scrutinizing you see. That tells you say as a people, no, I bet kind of. So now the end work I can understand this, but I'm surprised, but I understand what is going on. Normal friend is saying prophecy there. Usually, how do we do and how do we see them? Prophet Division, we declare few prophecies, but because you see, I saw the now media units, they capture and the rest of us get to see it. And I said, we have a interview. Okay, any interview, we declare prophecy, and then we're moving on. I remember seeing another room Prophet Kelvin or so. Almost every time they sit, they do that. Yes. Now, Prophet El Bernard prophecy now. It didn't come as a normal prophecy. It came with some spectacle. Because say the prophecy or no mega one answering. But some years the same prophecy like 5 or more times. Now when he does the declaration of that prophecy now, it like observation. It comes with a whole illustration. I saw one there. You know how some of the pastors and the prophets they do when they try to interpret the so every time Biana would declare vision.
Very consistent.
Very consistent. It came with some drama. There was actually a book. So it has moved from being the normal prophecy no be here. Sorry, a bit track clip and that's about saying interview now training. This was specialized kind of. He actually penned a book on this very prophecy who said the Honorable can be winning. Or media talk on the same prophecy.
I want to invite him.
That one day I don't know. All I know is there was a media engagement from
almost friend of.
I don't. That's still. It's still the same. See what? What did I say? And one of the interviews he even said, I think it was Asamoah. He says, "Or in the 27 years of prophesying in crowd better so with that the confidence say a baby." Do you also know say book no quite sound launch here?
Book no I launch that.
No. There was a whole launch. There was a whole launch like Yatsnasi a year launch book for one prophecy. You know. Let say honorable King Echo now sorry. So you see where the trajectory echo. One prophecy no spectacle be epaton. Even the Thanksgiving means all Thanksgiving he was there. So now he has moved from the normal prophecy now we be prophesying this one was actually as a born powder. It became a whole episode on its own. So it was no more a normal prophecy. You understand? Do you also realize it? And me, this is what I realized. Prophecy no ebe say campaign message. So guess what? So honorable Ken campaign. Definitely every politician they all standing for election they have a campaign message. So one moment or so remember Ejuma jobs, and that was one of the critical points when about the message. Jobs, best strengthen base, you know, grassroots base. Now then there's one more, which is yes, I'm promising jobs. Let's strengthen fencing base. There's an icing on the cake, which is a prophecy. So you see, so now the prophecy has now become like a message. And Prophet El Bernard echo Thanksgiving. He was cheered. You understand? Because now, apart from the campaign message that we know about or promise jobs or promise strengthening the grassroots, no, the fact say yes, obey we need election has become a message. So the one who's actually purveying that message is being treated as a thank God. That's how, of course. So and that Thanksgiving, he was like your man of escort, Helino. Oh, I'm talking about let's put the matter into proper perspective. I'm talking about this very offense saying prophecy. Bernard presidential. Yes. What I say? Now it's that's how it became. It didn't become a normal prophecy view. Empress say a co-election outcome be any. I would say. And like as in high profile elections, we are only looking at one outcome: who win. True, of course. But this election, it was not only fixated on who would actually win, because there was a prophecy that was really elevated to that point. Yeah, a prophecy. So there was a connection.
Okay.
It's the reason I discuss it because I'm now telling you, say as early as late as 2024 election year, I'm up for your predictions. But that's all that's it. So because of how Prophet El Bernard a year or no
said your shame.
Oh, why? And then the apology. For me, I felt that the apology seemed inappropriate, but again, but I say, was Empress. If Nyakupon amount vision. My the director said, go out there and see what I was saying. Pacho, that's how we invested. We were being utilized. So we were apologizing. I should have been the one who. So why you apologize? Because it's not about you. It's about Nyankopon and also more say go and deliver this message. So if anybody is supposed to give or render an apology, it's supposed to be God. So once you first apologize, you confuse it. But I understand. The reason I understand is what I've told you, because the message, and I said that prophecy was treated like a message. It's in a mama for Bebrino on that prophecy. There was a lot of conviction in there. So the apology is not only meant for it's meant for those people who actually believed and use this as a tool for campaigning. It's I sit here, I'm like, why you apologize? Because you are not the one who actually set a say bad or apologize. I say because I'm up for the regime, and anybody who actually followed the election will tell you for a fact. So it was used as a tool to campaign, so he has to apologize. But see, there's a danger, underlying danger there. Say, I'm careful, and see, maybe in the next couple of years, this same prophecy. You remember, say, in 2021, and a Ghana police issue statement, say doomsday prophecy.
31st.
It actually worked. IGP.
Dampare.
That time, it actually worked. It worked to a point where we got Omorphia from Omorphia. Yes, it worked. But it worked for only 2 years because the issues are statement in 2021. The next year, and almost a similar reach it. Said, yeah, 2021 release we are still enforcing it. After 2 years, the only thing we got from that directive is Omorphia. Because from 2023 to last year, EMPRESS, doomsday 31st in Pachomani. They didn't conceal it. So it seemed as if says I directed now Ghana police releasing in 2021 and so if I sit here and say so what came out of that, it's only Omorphia. Yeah, because people are still doing what we decided we are not supposed to do. Number 2, you are not careful a bigger recipe for a big disaster they are going to make contain. Because once you make that prophecy, I'm going to be the already a shame. Do you also know, say, even after the Honorable Kentin, they lost the election, I saw a video where I think one of the spokesmen, Mr. Kwati also, went to the church. And actually, yes, and actually say, as far as they are concerned, they still believe in the prophecy. Oh, do you know what that means? So, maybe almost sure so in a way, it's like almost yet giddy. But if a another way around, right? And there's a group of people that almost strong conviction in that prophecy. Now, I know that they could do anything because what program am I doing from the beginning? Said going to be winning. I come say going to be winning. So some of your strong believers are. That's what they know. It's like one left pet, they may react. And that danger, no, ABC in 2019. I don't know if you remember. Tama youth echo say Reverend Owusu Bempana so 2019.
Yeah, the prophecy about
chief imam. Guy nana or gate wana boy a bone. I saw a video speed or the Ghanaian. Almost sorry say children's EMPRESS department essay instrument. And I remember that there was a big signpost. They almost say no. We also the videos. That's the kind of danger. See, you're careful. Now you're on a behadring, and we've not been able to do it as a nation. Police directed me.
They tried.
It worked for only 2 years. Now, last year, NESC has set up presidential envoy for interfaith and ecumenical relations. Because you see, more mandate, almost say, obey prophecy apart from national related issues, no political leaders and so no Fabra. But clearly, where they are ecumenical relations for alcohol. So, what exactly are we doing with this prophecy bit? Because our approach to prophecy is not working.
It's not working.
Because to actually set up a whole unit under the president to actually manage it, now you see you're careful now and panic in the bad they be see in the future what are you into. But I will not say something that instructive, but I say person highlight what I can. Not care about more prophecies. So prophecies not a far and I say dear the way they go about it. Say maybe not in May another time it's forbidden but it's a very key point because you know what happens and me what I have observed and even with this election a couple of prophets I can say Dr. Baumia would win, and over the period the main election so people predicted for John Mahama president and Baumia. Now, say, Omo prophesy and say, Bemwa, they make it look like advertorial. He's right. Now, Omofa glory, no, and then probably put some of the glory to the church. Yeah, we are lucky.
Prophecy talk.
We are lucky. We are luckier. And then Yankopon will be mentioned in the glorification. Say, we are. It's more on who delivered the prophecy directly to the church. Just say, God, no, we are.
They say, assembly by the prophecy.
And you know what is being done now? Prophecy, fire, then you see it's all over. Like, oh, prophet, we can say then it's on the blocks. So who are you glorifying with that point?
I'm
serious. Who are you glorifying? Because Nyame ama in conscience na be more. Who should the glory go to? Why should I see a little snippet on I grab that issue? Forgive me, it's not a topic. But right after the declaration from the court, then I saw somebody say, act for clips. Oh, a prophet way say obey in this year. Who? It's a best. I have said it.
Sorry, I get the advert is for Afro.